said I need my 40. Pull up to the party. Gassed up, shawty.
Okay, what is going on, everybody? We're back here, and today we're gonna be talking about the aim down sight time in Call of Duty World War II, because I found this article that just came out. Well, actually it just didn't come out. It's been like 3 days, but I know it's probably gonna sound a little bit different. I don't know how this sounds compared to when I was recording on my old phone, but right now, if you don't know, my phone is broke, so I cannot use that right now at the time, so the audio is gonna sound a little bit different. But before we jump into the video, hit the like button and subscribe and turn post notifications on. But jumping right into it, I seen this on here because I haven't been on Charlie Intel in a minute, and basically just right here front. Oh, and there's a change coming to the shotguns. I don't know, you probably already heard that because it's been I think a week since that came out, but it's gonna be a change to the shotgun coming sometime soon, so yeah. But this says, Condry says Sledgehammer has no plans to adjust ADS time out of sprint in the short term. So this just caught my eye because I kind of was reading it a little bit earlier. But it just says, in a new Reddit post, Michael Condry has provided an explanation about the ADS time out of sprint in Call of Duty World War II, and stated that Sledgehammer Games will not be making any changes to it in the short term. So when I was reading this article, they was talking about dexterity, and I was like, yo, I remember that perk. Like, I didn't know that they was talking about that, just because I don't know, the ADS time in here, like, I haven't been paying attention to it because I haven't like been on this game, and like I've been on here but I haven't been getting on as much as I should be. But it says, Condry says that previous Call of Duty games has had a dexterity perk, which became a crutch perk that all players would use to increase ADS time out of sprint. Sledgehammer Games did not want to have a crutch perk that all players would use. They did have a basic training with dexterity function in testing, but they decided against adding it. So they had one that it was basically going to drop with a basic training, but they just go ahead and cut it because they don't want no crutch person in the game. I guess that helps out a lot of people, which I don't know. I didn't really use a dexterity. I don't think I used it as much as like probably other people did, but I think in Black Ops 2 I did. I used it a little bit, but at the same time I don't really think I was using it that much. But it says right here, in the past Call of Duty games, that dexterity perk made the ADS time out of sprint faster, in some cases plus 50% faster than without dexterity. This made it a crutch perk and by far the most used perk in those games. We initially had a basic training that offered this functionality, but found that it was once again being chosen much more often than the other options presented. When there's a crutch perk, it results in a non-choice for players, since that they feel they need to take the perk or basic training just to be competitive. This problem was exacerbated, I don't know what that says, with our division's CAC system, which promotes a more focused playstyle through a sole meaningful basic training choice rather than a multi-choice pick system. Yeah, I was messing up on that like at the end because I was trying to read it a little bit faster. But additionally, a main design pillar we had in this game was boots on the ground in World War II era. That means more than just not having boost jumps in the arsenal of speed buffs. It also meant a return to an overall more strategic and slower pace of conflict. The removal of boost thrusts also gave us predictable places from which threats could appear, and a more consistent closing speed between players. The questions for us became, do we want a crutch perk that also makes the gameplay faster, or our answer was no. So I don't know. I don't know if I would have just picked the perk to be more competitive. I don't think I'd play it. Like I said, I didn't play with that perk that much. Like, it was a perk I used in Black Ops 2 a lot, but at the time I don't think I really used that perk as much as like other people did. But that's the only reason they didn't add it. So, and like I said, I haven't been on here as much as I need to be, so I haven't been paying attention to the perks at all. But more than likely I don't think they're probably gonna be doing anything with this. Trying to read the rest of the article. Okay, so I'm almost done. But it says because they wanted to fully return to the roots with this game, they ended up having the ADS time out of sprint match the standard ADS time and not offer any ability to reduce the time other than using quick draw, which Condry says is one of the most used attachments. I can agree to that because I use that on mostly every class. I think I do. Some classes I cut it out, but sometimes I use it like way more. But it says we decided to make the ADS time out of sprint the same as the normal ADS time and not offer a means to make it faster. We do have a quick draw attachment which makes ADS speeds faster across the board, and as you can imagine, it's super popular. A dexterity perk plus quick draw attachment crutch combo just didn't work for our design ambitions and game feel for World War II. So that's really mainly what this whole article was about. Trying to read this right here. Well, I'm gonna say it just says Country says there was some discussion about a possible buff to ADS time out of sprint for airborne division, but they decided against this because they did not want all players using airborne and turn the game into an SSG heavy meta. So like all options really out when it comes down to aiming down sights real fast, because they don't want to be something that a whole bunch of people is using. So more than likely we probably won't see that anytime soon. I guess just like I think, what was I talking about on that other video? Whatever we was talking about, like we won't see for a while, but I guess that's the same way. But I think that's really gonna be it with this video, because really that's all the basics of what this was talking about. Hopefully the audio did sound good, but hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn post notifications on and tell your friends about the channel. Bro's channel, go check it out. But other than that, it's me, your boy Dre, Whoisforeign, and I am out. Well, let me see this. Let me read this. I know I probably just did my whole outro, I shouldn't have, but it says, I'm sure for some people this will go down like a lead balance, I guess, but it says given everything we see across all players, regions, game modes, skill levels, etc., we're definitely listening here, but not acting on any sprint out changes in the short term. So basically that was basically the title. So I guess I probably should just like read that earlier, but it's me, boy Dre, Whoisforeign, and I am out. Peace.